This is your daily market recap for Wednesday, May 25th, 2022. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at EXPI Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for Wednesday, May 25th, 2022. Let's get into it. Grab a cup of coffee, take a seat. We're going to talk about some serious things today. I know trading's not always easy. However, it is what it is. You have to be able to roll with the punches. You have to keep your emotions down. And first and foremost, you must have a plan and discipline. At this point in the markets, things are going to get a little wild coming up. Remember, quantitative tightening starts next week. The market has been holding in the VIX in the mid-20s. I think there's going to be some chop coming before some major moves here. If you're new to the channel, please check out the Discord room. We literally talk about this stuff all day. Not only I, but other great people and traders and friends. All of you can see their names. People that constantly are posting, bringing insight, bringing thoughts, checking out the channel as a whole. Again, we're not always watching one thing. Okay, first off, I want to start with oil, because I think this is something we just need to talk about in general. I apologize if you feel like you got in early and hurt. I understand. I've told this to many people many times. How I've done so far this year has given me the reason to be a little looser with my risk management. If you were following us in the fall, following us in the winter, following us in the spring, you did really well. You understand where the reason from why you would be shorting oil, shorting XOP, shorting anything with oil. And let's start here. And this is why. Again, remember, I've been trading for 20 years. I've seen these cycles. I know how oil and natural gas were the last things to peak in 2008. Demand destruction, recessions, all these stuff causes oil prices to drop. There's nothing safe. And this is what I like to, kind of think about. And keep in mind, at lows, you can't find a buyer. At highs, you can't find a seller. Think about where we're at in the oil market, where we're at in the psychology of the masses. Oil is the new Bitcoin. Oil is the new diamond hands. Oil is the only thing that can go up. However, keep in mind, this word safe that gets thrown around in bear markets and choppiness like such, let's remind people about some of the trades we've taken in some of the setups. Remember when gold was safe? That's what they said after the uranium pop. What does it do? Drop. Remember when uranium was safe? That was considered safe, right? You need to go back to nuclear power immediately. Remember when fertilizer was safe? Remember that whole opinion that, hey, farms and there's a shortage in food, fertilizer's safe. Remember when Apple was safe? Remember it was holding up near the highs. It had that 12 straight days up from like 50s to 170s right before the market took the next leg down. Remember Apple was safe. Remember Google, Amazon, they were safe, right? Tech, Google search, Amazon shipping, that people needed supplies. They're not leaving the house. That's safe. Remember all these things? Hey, the chip sector, AMD, good God, and NVIDIA, that is safe, guys. That is very safe, right? Think about it. They have demand for the next 3 years. How have the stocks done? So if you hear me speaking on this stuff, think about what I'm saying. That word safe in a bear market, or the word safe, and I won't even say a bear market, is one of these things. Like when I hear that, and then I go look at the price action, I go look at StockTwits, and I go look at Twitter, and then I go look at all of the social media world, and I see who's saying things are safe. What does that mean ultimately? Who is feeding this narrative? Is it smart money feeding dumb money this narrative? Again, what is dumb money? Again, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So if you think about the 2008 playbook, again, that was the last major market crash. Yours truly was there. How to play out? What was the first thing that was safe? Housing. Hey, it can only go up. It's safe. Then it was the banks. They're printing money. Then it became the commodities market. It was safe. Guess what? We're going to always need to build. Hey, China is this ever-evolving new developing country. People, India, oh my God, commodities, they're safe. Then it was gold. Hey, gold is safe because guess what? It's the future currency of the world. Then it was oil and running up to $1.50. That's safe because guess what? We hit peak oil. The Saudis are running out of oil. There's not enough in the world for the next 50 years. Yada, yada. All these things were considered safe. And I telling you, the last thing and the best trade of my life was shorting oil in 2008 because that word safe got thrown around. Think about now. Think about where we're at in the market cycle. Think about the economy. I mean, how many people go to the gas station and put in $5 now? How many people are changing their habits, whether it's their eating patterns, their going out patterns, their shopping patterns, everything? That's what a recession does. Higher interest rates and inflation change psychology. So when you hear the safe word, there is nothing safe. The only thing safe is cash. Quantitative tightening is starting next week. The Feds have a dual mandate: control inflation and low unemployment. Unemployment is fine in their mind. They have to control inflation. They are 10 years behind the curve in inflation, getting ultimately the rates up. They have to go to the extreme. There has never been a soft landing in the history of the Federal Reserve anywhere. And even when you go to 0% interest rates forever and the market prices that in, go study Japan. They started it in the 1980s. Their stock market corrected 90% and they're still nowhere close to their all-time highs. So if you feel that the market is safe because the Feds are going to backstop it for the long run, you are absolutely insane. The only thing safe is your stops and your plans. So I hope that rant makes sense. And I apologize. It takes a couple minutes. But I want people to realize that I will be wrong. You will be wrong. We come to the Discord room to help each other out. We don't blame everybody. We don't blame anyone but ourselves, ultimately. I can't be mad at someone else for making me do a trade. Now, someone can recommend it. Someone recommended me a stock and it goes the wrong way. I don't care. I don't blame them ever. I will never blame you for my execution mistakes, ever, because I hit the enter button. It's not like someone was trying to feed you misinformation. I will never get mad at somebody, and I hope people here never get mad at anyone else either. Their best intention is to help. We know that. Bitcoin. What have we said? This chop action is absolutely dangerous. Because if you cannot get away from the chop action, what will follow? If this head and shoulder plays out, it seems very obvious. Bitcoin is going much lower, probably somewhere in the 12,000 range would be the first stop. We've said anywhere from 20 down to, I would say, 12, maybe even 10, 8. Again, time. When? We have this question over and over and over. Day traders cannot ever get over their ego of this when thing. They want to be right away, and they want things to go in their direction immediately. The market does not give two you-know-whats about how you feel. It doesn't care. The when, we don't ever know until after the fact. The whys don't matter. I always tell people, buy the rumors, sell the news. The why is the last thing you need to be thinking about ultimately when you like how a trade plays out, because the why, why is the stock, you're short something, it goes up $100. Why? You buy some, it drops $50. Why? And you just hold. No. You need to focus on your plan and your stops and let the whys play out whenever they need to. That kind of thinking is so dangerous. Now again, I'm taking heat for oil and gas. People are going, why? I don't even care to look. I see the endless positive news on oil at the highs, and natural gas blew out today, potentially. Oil had really no lift. What are people running into? That word safe. I've gotten viciously attacked on multiple platforms for calling people out. And guess what? I'm probably early, but hey, none of those people did anything. I don't remember any of them saying, hey, sell your gold near the highs. Sell your fertilizer, sell your uranium, sell your tech stocks. This is a bear market company. Go look at the videos from the past. Now, again, being early is natural, right? Being late is hard, because this is what I always worry people is if, say you're layering in, just random example, Bitcoin, and you wanted to short up here, you want to get in as high as possible. So if it chops around, you're good, because when it starts, it can be quick. What if you miss it by one day? Say 2 or 3 days, you're out of the office, you can't look at your phone, you're on vacation, you're with your wife, you're with your kids. You miss the entry on the risk when the risk is worth the reward, you will absolutely miss out on a trade, and you don't want to chase it later. What have we said about the oil futures? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Could you make the case that here's another shoulder? Again, if oil is so safe and so strong, why the hell is it not making new highs? I've said that. Here's the hourly, keep in mind. Why is it not making new highs? Go look at the weekly. Oh boy. What did I get myself into? No, look, since Ukraine, we've talked about this. Had every reason to go higher, and it's not. Good God, man, I hate TradingView. I hate TradingView. Okay, here you go. Look, ever since the blow off highs, high, we all agree? Lower high, chop, chop, chop. Doji, doji, doji. That is not accumulation, in my opinion. That's all you need to say. It looks like distribution. Keep in mind, at the lows, literally, they had endless oil to buy. Remember? Endless oil to buy. 2020 election. God, man, we nailed that with that trend line. You literally got to zero. Now you can't find a seller. At the lows, you couldn't find a buyer. Now you're telling me it's time to get bullish oil. Got it, bud. You're the best. The retail investor is fed the narrative to lose. If you don't understand that, then you don't understand the point of a casino. That's what trading is. The casino is trading. The casino is the broker. They are taking the other side of your bets every time. This is a zero-sum game, folks. Stop pretending this is some game that feeds you money. It's meant to take your money. No different than a casino. Okay, let's talk about TLT, because we're going to reference this later with the XOP. We talked about how we pulled the Tesla highs, how we called that. In a down move, nice smooth channel, big long move. We not agree? The final bottom is usually a blowout. The final top is usually a blowout of the channel. Look what we've done. We talked about, I honestly, and again, if you know me, you know I don't make up stuff. I'm not a armchair quarterback. I got in at the low. I sold it up here. I thought we'd get a retest. No, it hasn't. That's sometimes the problem with swing trading. You hope for retest. I mean, you got one. We talked about you could buy here. But this was the blowout. This was the channel takeout. Look at the volumes. Oh, but Dan, the volume was here and it still went lower. Well, no poop. It again. At the lows, the market maker loves this price. Like, do you think he cares about 115 to 112 if he thinks he can bring it back up? No. The dollar. I had conversations for weeks about this. Like, hey, this is going parabolic, breaking out of the channel. Now, again, you say, well, Dan, isn't that the channel breakout? Well, this is the more channel I'm worried about. Why I think the dollar is going strong, because I'm looking at the monthly. I'm not looking at the daily. I know people are going to be like, whoa, you can't say this on the daily and then change the month. What's more powerful, a monthly chart or a daily chart? It's going to be the monthly. If this is a consolidation pattern to break out, maybe the dollar is about to literally fly. Why? I don't know, Dan. Why? I don't know. Something happening in the world creating dollar demand. It's been there for a while. The VIX, what have we said? Consolidating. Higher high, higher lows. Now you have like this consolidation chop pattern. What does it remind me of? What does it remind me of? Well, let's go to the past, right? Actually, probably won't see it for a while. Oops. Here you go. You had this high, then consolidation high, boom. Then one spike up to the 40s. And people are like, well, what was going on in 2020? Right? You know what was going on in 2020. The election. Someone knows something. The VIX doesn't hold up because it's stupid. SPY. Hey, guess what? What did we say down here? Please do not press your shorts. You should probably take some in, look for pops. Again, what do we say? Play the extremes. Well, the market's popping. Dan, the bull market. It's going. We started. You're not bullish. What are you doing? Well, again, my time frames are months. I don't look at the daily chart for the trend. We've held above the 20-month consistently. You know, we violated it temporarily. What are we doing? We are breaking the 20-month. Well, Dan, what about this channel game you're talking about? Smooth channel, look up, fail. Wow, parabolic straight channel. Do you think the market has more upside if quantitative easing? Do you guys remember when the Feds had that quantitative tightening and they navigated that soft landing? Like they were stamp out that bubble and the market just was so happy that they did it? No. When the market, when the Feds take away the punch bowl, the drunk gets angry and starts breaking shit and doing crazy things. If you watch the video, drop that in the Discord room. I love referencing the drunk angry drunk when the liquidity is pulled, because that's what they are. Or it's like a little child. You take away the candy and the market goes nuts and it overreacts and it blows out. It never just goes, okay, we'll take our medicine. We shouldn't keep, we're okay with interest rates at 0% forever. Oh, it's okay. Raise the rates. We'll be fine. What? No, that's not what the market does. The Qs, again, popping around, check NVIDIA, down 10% after hours. People are like, what do you think about NVIDIA? Well, everybody's buying calls into the close. That probably isn't going to work. Again, if you're watching earnings, what are you noticing? Companies are literally telling you exactly how bad things are out there, but everyone thinks it's a bull market. They're just, hey, let's pull on CNBC and we'll pull on 13 idiots that tell you to buy the market, but we don't listen to the companies actually say, hey, shit is tough out here. Shit's hot here for a pimp, whatever that song is. Yeah, I mean, it's painful. IWM. Hey, it's a W pattern. It's going higher. Could it be? I don't know. Or can it just be a choppy, sloppy, go sideways before you go lower? Now, again, we talked about why it bounced. It held the 2018 highs and the 2020 highs. But again, you blow out of the channel. It's the top. It's the end move. Now you're below the 20-month. This is not bullish, y'all. It doesn't usually sustain below. And at worst, look what it's done. It's gone to the channel lows. Have we hit the channel lows? No. Stop getting bullish. Gold. Dan, you don't know what you're talking about with gold. It's a hedge. It's safety. It's... Okay. What did we say on the retest here? We literally I did a video the very next day. Like, hey, you need to get out of this stuff. Lower high. This is the blow off. This was the market maker distribution. Because clearly when it couldn't go higher, market makers like, we're done. We don't think gold's going any higher. We don't need to. So now what? So the same people who say, you can't pick tops, you can't do this, you can't... Again, I'm not trying to pick the tops. I'm trying to follow the repeating patterns. I'm trying to follow the market. I'm trying to follow the sentiment. I don't need a perfect drawing. I look at the candles, I look at the action, I see a light volume retest. Oh, but Dan, this is the bottom. When is the last time in the history of anything, especially gold and silver, that gold and silver bottom with high fives and I got the bottom and everybody is right and this is easy? Never. So why do you think today is going to, or, the action earlier in May was the bottom? What planet are you on? Now, again, could it bounce higher and make me look like an idiot for telling people to start unloading? Maybe. But absolutely not. I'm not buying this because, again, what do I know? I know that we're in a big cup and handle, but the longer the handle consolidates, the better, because then it leads to this bigger move. People just don't get it. And again, hey, it's safe. It's safe. Look at the Fed. It's safe. Shut up. It's not safe because it just went like the silver. It literally lost 20% in the last month and the market crashed. That's not safe. Stop lying to yourself. Oh, I'm going to hold the miners because it's safe. No. It held down here. Great. Now it's over the 20-day. Could it bounce higher? Potentially. I would be taking my profits if I bought the lows. I wouldn't be holding this crap. And again, when I mean crap, like anything, there's nothing safe. Like whoever told you something safe is like, it's the same person. Like, that sounds like the bookie. That's a safe bet. Yeah, bet on them. They can't lose. No, they can. They absolutely can. Oh, you should go play blackjack. You can't lose playing blackjack. You should go play XYZ casino game. It's safe. Fuck off. I'm not in the mood for it today. People are just unreal today. Like they just cannot see the bigger picture because they don't understand. They look at it from their perspective. The way I trade is to try to mimic what the market maker is ultimately doing, not my emotions and desires, because when I do what the market maker wants me to do, I lose. I lose consistently like everyone else. We all lose. It's like pretending like the bookie's going to give you good information to trade off of. What planet are you on? GDX, same thing. Nice little pop. The zone is here for a reason. Not surprised it bounced. Well, it pops from 29 up to 33. Nice, 10%. But what did we say up here? This was game over. Oh, Dan, it's safe. I remember, God, March. Miners are safe, Dan. Miners are safe. If the market's going to crash, miners are safe. I'm like, where have you been? Because guess what? As little as literally 2020, miners were not safe when the market crashed. What are you talking about? Look at the COVID. Okay, Yeah, 32 down to 16. 50% haircut. Then rallied. Oh, but it's safe. It's safe. It's safe. I puke and then it rallied. Oh, this is safe. No, but you didn't buy down here. You bought here. You took a 50% haircut before it rallied 300%. I'm trying to keep you out of the it's safe bullshit so that when it does bottom, now you can buy it with little downside. Because when the one thing about safety is there is no safety. You don't know that. What if the feds pull quantitative tightening and deflation for 10 years and gold goes nowhere and they actually balance the budget and they actually, now again, this is all probably a pipe dream, will never happen. But what if they do that? What if they go on a mission to strengthen the currency beyond repair so that no one else can compete and they actually fiscally conservative? I don't know. These are all things that you never know. And again, was it likely? No, but I've seen that in stocks where it's like, hey, Peloton is safe. They're going to get bought by Apple at some point. Nvidia is safe. You know, people need chips forever. Safety is a trigger word for get the fuck out to me. When I hear the masses pushing that narrative, get the freak out. GDXJ, same thing, 20-day. Filled this like gap area down here. Love it for the long term. It means holding the channel lows, but what if it does this? That's what's probably going to happen, y'all. It's going to wipe out first. AG, who told you to sell up here in the 13s? Oh, it's safe, Dan. You know what? You know what's safe is selling. AEM, hey, they have great earnings, Dan. Did you see that? Their earnings, look at that day. Remember that day in April? Oh, man. They had great earnings. Oh, you didn't sell it. I hope you see the repeating pattern here. NFGC, hey, great company. Love it. It's safe. No. Pass. Oh, hey, Dan. Oh, beware up here, my friend. What do you mean? Oh, that's a resistance zone? Oh, I see why. Oh. It was the no-brainer add zone. Now it's the no-brainer sell zone. Why? Because support equals resistance. Well, look where it bounced. Hey, look who pointed that out, where it bounced. But look at this bounce. You really think it's lifting with the market? Again, I need to defend myself because I'm feeling like I'm being attacked. But I want people to see how many times I've kept them out of trouble. We bought on the 20-month on X. Guess what? We sold up here near 38, 200-month. Now you're going to tell me it's safe. Are you freaking kidding me? No, it's not safe because if the market hasn't capitulated, nothing's safe. VALE, same thing. Check out. We said probably channel high. We said watch this doji. I'm sorry, that's the pre. Blah, blah, blah. We said watch the action up here. If you make a higher low and you fail, get out because again the market was weakening. We talked about this zone right here, like it needed to hold above it. Got above it. Oof, we bought that. Remember that, Eric, Scott? Some of you guys, we bought that 200-day. We wrote it up and we're like, we're going to take our money. Boom. Talked about it making higher, lower highs, possibly bouncing. Now we're up to 100-day. It's safe, right? CCJ. Here's another one. We nailed this thing. Look at this. We talked about retesting the 20-day. Boom. Then we hit the monthly. What happened? We hit the resistance zone up in the 30, sorry. See it right here? Failed. Oh, but it's safe, Dan. It's uranium. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, is safe a word for meaning gonna lose? Because it went from 30 down to 20. That's not safe. That's a 33.3% haircut. Oh, but you need to buy it now. Do I? So you think it's safe. Okay. Arrow. Love this. Oh, it's safe. No. Again, I'm going to... All right, here's another safe sector. Not. Fertilizers. Hey, dude, fertilizers, Dan, they're safe. Do you not realize the farmers' shortage? Do you not realize that wheat shortages around the world? Hey, dude, fertilizer safe. Oh, is it now? Head and shoulders top. Now it's down 25%. CF. Hey, Dan, dude, bro. You don't get it. Fertilizers are safe. Really? Okay, let's watch what happens when it retests the high. Bam! Sideways. Again, I like these companies long term, but there's nothing safe. Stop telling yourself safety. Like the brain wants comfort. The wants stability. Market is not a stable mechanism. If you can't wrap your head around there's no safety in the market, then you do not need a trade because there is no safety. Here we go. Let's get into the tech wreck we talked about. AMD, it's safe. Head and shoulders top. Go look at the PAAS, look at the monthly. You can see this has had multiple pop and flops in its career. Pop, flop, pop, flop. You don't think this could be a pop flop? Oh, they're making the best chips in the world. Good for them. When Intel made the best chips in the world, they eventually too fell off the freaking cliff. Apple. We talked about, this is another one. When the bear market was getting cranking and you had that like bear market rally. Hey guy, Apple's safe. People don't realize, I mean, I literally had to talk people into convincing them to short Apple in the 170s. They got stopped out. I continued to press. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait. And look what happened. Who won? And it wasn't like who win ego. Hey, Dan, this is safe. No, that's a bull bear market rally. This is not safe. This is not safe action. Boom. Tank. Now it's at the lows. I got a little bit short left. Safe. Get out of here. And Facebook. Hey, guy. They got the metaverse. They're in the metaverse. They're the future. Don't you realize the internet's the future? Future my ass. Future into the dirt. I mean, again, that company could probably still be here in 20 years, maybe. I don't know. But study the past. Once tech peaks, it's you go. You leave it. Roblox. This one was amazing. Another safety. Hey, kids are going to be at home. Schools are shut down. It's safe. What did we say up here in the 120s, 130s? Probably should start taking profit. So it gapped up, started running away, went nuts. We're like, probably should take profits. But it's safe, Dan. I know people who held it and still hold it. Stupid. And then we talked about maybe buying down here because you had volume. Nice pop. Hey, Dan, it's safe. Let's talk about the next safe trade out there. Tesla. Oh, you guys remember that? That was the guaranteed safe trade. Remember that? Like, hey, dude, they're going to 5,000. They are dominating everything. Nice smooth channel. Blowout. Kapow. Double doji. That's safe, right? I mean, look at this. This is just a freaking mess. And you're telling me you want to buy Tesla for the long run. Again, when I zoom out in the monthly, it's like a, nah, I'm going to pass, homie. Look at this. It broke out the channel. It's below the 20-month. Not safe. But hey, guess what? You in your brain who wanted to argue with logic said there's safety in the market. There's no safety. I hope we're making a point here. EXPI. This is now safe. Guess what? This company is doing great. I work for them. Amazing. We're doing great. We are stomping every other realtor out there because of our remote virtual-based business. I heard safe. I heard safe. I heard safe. I continue to hear safe. I even thought safe in the 30s. Bought some, stopped out. You know what? I said I'm going to hold it in the 20s because I guess it's part of my, it's part of the 401k system. They reward you with stock. Hey, it's safe. 22, that's safe. It's at 14. Are we getting the picture here? When someone says safe, it's usually a trigger word for the wrong. You're going to be wrong. Now here we go. UTHR, one that we did call going higher. We said this is holding up really well in the market. Even as of the last couple of weeks, we're like, man, the market is down and this thing is holding up. And again, not holding up like a commodity, like somebody knows something. Look what happens. FDA approval. You're welcome. Let's end it on oil because again, this is such a controversial thing where people are just like literally losing their minds, jumping off the cliff, can't wrap their head around it. They need to know why. Dan, why? All right, here we go. We'll do it again. At the lows, the market maker had to absorb all of the inventory. There was no buyers. At the highs, there are no sellers. You had a liquidity event. Do we not agree that is a liquidity event, Ukraine? Well, Dan, why are we going sideways? Why? Because the market maker is looking to distribute. And when he's ready, whatever, they're ready, they will drop it. But Dan, oil is the future. Oil is safe. Oil is diamond hands. Oil is everything that every retail trader out there pushes. There's no sellers, Dan. Do you not realize this is the future, oil? It's amazing. 2 years ago, oil had no future, and now it's the only future. Who creates these narratives? They seem like they're feeding you a bunch of bullshit. All right, well, we'll see. We talked about this. Here's the channel, smooth, breakout. Now what? Get sloppy and choppy. Man, this looks like a miniature version of Tesla. Okay. Well, now you're riding the 8-day, right? Doji. Again, I could be wrong here. I'm not going to sit here and sell you certainty, but I do realize, hey, what is the true value of oil in it when the market is in recession? It's not 100 and anything. Probably somewhere in the $50 to $60 range at best. Check out the last couple recessions. People always act like they're running out of oil. We're not running out of oil. There's plenty of it. It's just a matter of getting it out of the ground. What do you want to do? Do you want to be safe? Do you want to be safe? That's the ultimate question. Now, again, timing. XOP, this is the ultimate chop top. I apologize. Not even ultimate. I've been caught in worse situations. Chop top. What do? We broke out of the smooth channel here. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Here is the easy channel. You broke out of it. You back tested it. Now you're retesting. Oh, but Dan, it's a W at the highs. W's don't really work at the highs. That means usually it's a chop top. Now, again, could I be wrong? It's always there. Look at the volume. Is this really a confirmation breakout? Who's buying oil up here? Go look around. Pretend you're at a party right now, and you're you're looking at the crowd of people you're involved with who believe this. Do you hear smart money? Like again, smart money doesn't talk about their positions. Who talks about owning oil service names? Retail. They love it. They can't lose. Okay. I think we need to adjust this. And so at this point, like, what's the upside? Maybe it's this like new flag high. Could it? I mean, that's really steep. Dan, can you please talk about why you're short oil again in 2008? Okay, I'll do it again. Do it again. In 2008, when oil was peaking at $150 a barrel and the recession had already started, this was considered safe. See what happened? Not safe. You do the math, 293 down to 90, post-split, 60%. What's coming next? With 60% down would be a great move. We'll see. Exxon Mobil started shorting this yesterday. Or was it the day before? I'm like losing. What's it? I think Monday, actually. Yeah, Monday. We're at new highs. It's safe, dude. Hey, Dan, it's safe. Okay. Said this would be like the gift from God to short if you could get up here. Why? And the market has a memory. 2008, this thing went from 95, ended up getting down to 56. And the COVID stuff, it went 80 down to 32. Now, again, I'm not trying to get rich shorting Exxon Mobil. Please do not get me wrong. I just know that this kind of straight line move will find sellers. I hope that helps. And again, I apologize if this video is long and you think this is a waste of time to listen to, but if you don't know your history, you're doomed to make the mistakes everyone else does. Now, again, the why, the whens, all these questions that you really want, your brain really wants to know. It's kind of one of those things. From the unknown comes the greatest rewards. If you think that your life is the best it can be, then you're not realizing that the unknown and taking chances and going out on a limb and doing things is where life actually can find its potential. Well, what are you talking about with this? Well, as someone posted on the Discord room talking about Livermore, his best trades were when he was the lone wolf. He wasn't following the masses. He was the wolf trapping the sheep. He was literally what the market maker was doing, because the market maker is not going to advertise to you the top and the bottom. They never do. When's the last time you heard everyone at the bottom say it's time to buy? When does the market maker come on CNBC? I mean, they never come on TV. That's my point. Like, the smart money doesn't go, hey, I like competition for buying cheap. Hey, I like to sell in. I like to let everyone know when I'm selling. No, it's not how it works. So you struggle with all this, the mindset of this. Trust me, you're not alone. This isn't easy. That's why I love having the group, so that we can all literally hang out and we can chat. And again, some of us are going to be right sometimes. Some of us are going to be wrong. Again, you hang out where you need to hang out. I like to hang out in a room with people where actually I mean, sometimes maybe it might seem like a echo chamber because most people are starting to learn from my perspective. But you know what? Like I will never own your losses, and you never want me to. Your goal is to be what? The best trader you can be, because then you can think on your own. Just like I can think on my own. I can be the lone wolf. I don't need everybody in the world to tell me gold's going lower before I decide to sell it. I don't need everyone to tell me in the world that there's a recession coming that I need to short and sell stocks. No, I know it. Your goal is to know it. Hope this helps. I apologize if oil isn't acting the way you want it to, but guess what? That's the market. It doesn't necessarily do what you want it to do when it needs to do it. That's why if you have options, the wrong pricing, put yourself on a shot clock, trading can be hard. Keep that in mind. Timing is the hardest part. The when will always be the hardest part, not the if. Cheers. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.